Hello everyone! The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes on a recent horror release, and just like all of our other episodes, it might include major spoilers for said horror release, so don't listen to it if you haven't already seen it. You've officially been warned. And if you'd like to hear the full episode, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today. Without further ado, here is your exclusive Patreon clip.
I think it also helps by having a very smart narrative decision about like when we meet Kelly versus when we are meeting other characters, because this is a relatively small film. There's less than 10 characters in the whole film, but what writer Adam York and Tommy Gushu do is they first introduce us to Sophie's mom, and she's so protective and concerned that you can feel the stiflingness in that house where Sophie just wants to get the fuck out of there and be independent. And then we meet the Laura Vandervoort character, who is like an uppity bitch who is doing what you kind of just described, where she's trying so hard to not let the disability phase her that she's like, why don't we just do things together? And it's like, no, I've got this. Go, please, leave.
Were you upset that she doesn't come back?
A little bit, if only because I actually really like Laura Vandervoort.
I do too!
Yeah. So when you see her, you're like, oh, cool, she's in this, indie thriller. Of course, it's Canadian. Naturally, she would be. And then she just fucks off, and we never hear from her again.
Well, because I knew it was her divorced husband the entire time. I was like, okay,
sure.
I don't think the movie treats it as a surprise. Like, it's not like this big reveal. But yeah, I was kind of like, okay, like, I guess because she's not the main character, she's not the point of the film. So, but I was kind of like, well, I mean,
yeah,
I would have liked for her to come back.
Well, it's this funny thing. So sometimes Brenna and I will talk about stunt casting in YA films on my other podcast. And I kind of got that impression that that's what this was here. Like, Kim Coates, I think, is the big deal because he's such a recognizable genre figure. But then you also have Laura Vandervoort, and people know who she is, but the part is kind of a nothing thing. So you expect that she'll come back because it's a big star. So you're like, well, you stunt cast, but now I just want more of her.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I know that we know who Laura Vandervoort is, but I
know she's not actually a big star, is
well,
she?
I was going to say, so you're saying, like, we all know who? I'm like, no, we have a bunch of listeners right now who were like, who? Everyone, she is in Jigsaw, she is in the Rabid remake, and I'm trying to think of what I knew, because I knew her before Jigsaw. I think she was maybe in Supergirl.
Yeah, she was. I think she played Supergirl. I don't think she was in Supergirl, was she?
Oh, actually. Sorry.
We can pause if we really want to look it up.
It's just gonna bug me. Okay. Oh, she played Kara in Smallville.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
And I also knew her because I watched like all of that terrible Bitten TV show where she plays a sexy werewolf.
Oh, but she was in Supergirl as a character named Indigo. I don't remember that at all, but that's clearly where I know her from.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because Supergirl made an effort to bring back all the people who had played various incarnations, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, thank y'all for going on this journey with us.
Now you know who she is, and you can sympathize with her. She's a big fucking star. You should know her.
It was late in the afternoon when the professor and I took our way towards the east, whence I knew Jonathan was coming.
Jonathan Harker has asked me to note this, as he says he is hardly equal to the task, and he wants an exact record kept.
Dear Madam Mina, I have read your husband's so wonderful diary. Strange and terrible as it is true. I will pledge my life on it.
God preserve my sanity, for to this I am reduced. Safety and the assurance of safety are things of the past.
I am in hopes that I shall see more of you at Castle Dracula.
Listen to Regarding Dracula wherever you listen to podcasts, or find us online at bloody.fm.